Welcome to New York Viewpoint. I'm Ken Rosato. A hot spot for many teens appears to be the local tanning salon. 1 out of every 3 girls in the country tans under ultraviolet lights. But just how dangerous is this indoor tanning for teens? And later, shopping that's helping the environment. Is it time to bag some old habits? We're going to meet the founder of Eco Bags. But first, despite tough economic times, one job training program continues to give many women a competitive advantage. Grace Institute in New York City offers tuition-free job training and has an 80% employment rate. Joining us in the studio now is Dr. Mary Mulvihill, Executive Director of Grace Institute, Felicia Tate, a student at Grace, and Sine Oldebrick, one of their graduates. We want to welcome you for coming. Thank you so much for being here on this early Sunday morning. Tell us about Grace Institute.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you very much for having us here today. Grace Institute is a job training program for women. It's, as you said, tuition-free. And we train women over the course of 4.5 months in Microsoft Office Suite, business skills in business math, business writing, and office procedures. At the end of that time, 80% of our women are in jobs with benefits at an average salary of about $32,000 a year.
So why do you think it's so successful versus other job training centers or programs?
Because we're very strict. We're very tough on them. Now, I think because we're very, very results-oriented. The idea is that you're accepted in the program because we know that you can really, really do a good job, that you will be successful, and we are very demanding. You know, women have to show up on time. They have to dress. They have to dress in business attire when they come to school. They have to do their homework, and it's intensive. The teachers are very, very good and demanding. But we say to the women when they come in, if you go along with what we are trying to do, you will have terrific results at the end of the day. And the women who are with me today will tell you that. I just don't think you can run a program unless you really instill in the students that they have the ability to do it, and that we will provide the tools so that will happen. And I think that happens at Grace Institute over and over again. And the fact that we place 80% of our women successfully, I think, proves it.
And the fact is that you are requiring of them that which they will be expected to perform at, the rate that they'll be expected to perform at in the workplace.
Exactly,
you're expected to come on time. You're expected to dress a certain way and act a certain way,
right,
etc. So you're not really providing false thoughts or whatnot. This is exactly what the workplace demands.
And we feel that by doing that, that when they go for the job interview, when they are hired, they won't feel like, oh, I don't know what to do, you know, because they've already gone through it at Grace Institute.
Well, speaking about what to do, Sine, what skills did you acquire at Grace?
Well, many. I didn't expect that I was going to know so much when I came into Grace. I knew that when we walked in, she was asking all these questions on how, you know, do you really want to be here? Do you want to succeed? What do you want to do? And I said, I don't know. I just want to start. Let's put my foot in and we'll start. And they let me in, and it was amazing. I learned so much. I learned Word and Microsoft Word, Office Suite, all the programs, PowerPoint, Outlook, so many things. And when I went into the workplace, I was comfortable. I wasn't worried.
What were you doing before Grace?
I was working at a cell phone store. I was just, I became a manager at the cell phone store, but it wasn't going anywhere for me. I felt like I wasn't going to move on, and this was it for me. So I heard about Grace from a former student, and when she let me know that it's a great program, I came in, and ever since, it's been great. I
just want to add to that, what she was saying. I think a lot of women don't realize that if they just get the skills, life can change. You know, new jobs, new opportunities, jobs with benefits, but most important, that there's something beyond the job that's just in front of you once you have skills. And once you come to Grace Institute and you finish our program and you get a job, if you decide to change jobs or years later you're looking for a job, Grace is there for you the whole time.
Felicia, why did you go to Grace?
Well, I was volunteering at my grandchildren's school. Knew I needed to return to the job market, didn't have the skills needed. And I'm very glad that I did come. It's gotten me into the routine of getting up on time, getting ready for a job, and I've worked really, really hard. It is intense. It's very intense.
What are some of the specific skills that you picked up?
We have editing, proofreading, business writing, which I haven't had since high school, so for me it's been many years. You're taught business finance, as well as computers, and that was really tough for me, but with the instruction that I've received, I think I'm pretty much competitive and ready for what the job market has to offer.
But this is very important because these are some skills that you might have glanced over in high school, but you didn't really take seriously. And then once you get out into the workforce, in working at a cell phone store or wherever, you didn't have the application there in front of you to practice on, etc. And then technology passes you by.
Right.
And that's,
Yes.
would you say
That's exactly
why it's so
it.
important?
Yeah, I think that's what happens. And suddenly, you know, and now in 2009, the workforce is going to be incredibly competitive. So if you don't have really good skills, and they are very sharp skills, you are going to be passed over, whether you're in a job or you're out looking for a job. So I think, you know, when Felicia talks about the fact that it is intense, it has to be, and it has to be demanding, because just as you said, when you get out there, that's what's going to happen, and especially in 2009, it's going to be very competitive. But one thing I really do want to say is that we don't accept anyone into the program whom we don't think can do it. So nobody comes in and it's like, oh my God, this is beyond me, I cannot do this, this is too difficult. We just wouldn't do that to anyone. So I want to say to all the women out there who might want to come to Grace Institute, please come in, please come see us, because at the end of the day, if you're accepted in our program, your life is going to change completely, and good things will happen.
You mentioned 2009, the economy the way it is. How has that impacted Grace and its ability to place people, etc.?
Well, you know, it's interesting. We were talking about that a little while ago. Right now, the class that graduated in June, we are pretty much on target. 62% of our women have been placed. We usually, by the time they're out 9 months, we have placed between 75 and 85% of our women. We have a job fair coming up at the end of January. Some of our employers are telling us, you know, they won't be able to come because they don't have any jobs, but we're finding other employers. You know, the healthcare industry is still hiring, you know, at places like that. So right now, we're in very good shape for our job fair. But, you know, every day, every day it's changing what's happening.
Sure is. It's changing in our industry, too, in broadcasting.
But we are working our tail off to find the places who have jobs, because I think the Grace graduates are superior candidates.
And what about tuition?
No tuition.
Isn't that
free.
amazing?
It's
So
free.
a lot of people are probably thinking, oh my goodness, Ken Rosato, you're doing a commercial for this Grace Institute. It's free. So
It's
the
free.
students
You're not
come
doing
in.
a commercial for us. It's free.
That
it's
is
free.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
And a great job at the end of the day.
And Sine, where are you working now?
I'm working at Ogilvy.
Ask her who she's working for.
Who are you
I'm
working
for the CEOs of the company. I'm
not
very
too bad.
happy there.
Pretty
Great,
impressive. How
great
about
company.
yourself, Felicia?
I'm still currently attending the school. Looking forward to working somewhere in healthcare.
And what would you say to somebody who's thinking about applying to Grace?
Please don't hesitate. Come. This could change your life.
Well, what a wonderful school, and it sounds like it has really affected both of you and impacted you in a positive way. Thank you, Doctor, and thank you, Felicia, and also Sine, for being here with us on Viewpoint this Sunday morning.
Thank you for having us.
When we come back, the dangers of teens using tanning salons. Not go away.